are soft, and you can bend your knees a lot depending on what you're working on, what you're looking for. Put your fingertips on the floor and let that head be really heavy. And then we'll just start
up. Very good. Is the head. The spine slowly stacks, and then keep the knees bent and lock everything. Your knees are locked, hip is pushed forward. Can I keep the legs active, right? Can I keep the knees slightly bent? I want to push my hip forward and decide against it. That's literally all we're doing. Knowing the pattern and not gonna do it. And just start with a little shifting from side to side. And notice, hopefully you can see that my knees are slightly bent and my knees are not gonna go with my hip. Stay here. You're gonna pull, it's not a big bend, right? We're gonna just have a little back bend here. You're gonna pull your feet down into the floor. Kind of playing with this a little bit. There's no right, wrong, whatever. You're just exploring movement in the hip. Where we work so much with stability on things. Don't move the hip and don't move this and but it's like, no, we have to do it all. We have to move the hip and we have to not move the hip. Fine, we're gonna try and round the spine. And then we're going to pull the sits bones back. And we're going to squeeze the shoulders together, keep the belly really on. Here's what we've already done in our circle. I have to say, can you come down forward and not put your hands on the floor? That means everything. Wide, if you have the range, back the range up a little bit and let the inner thighs just drop slightly to the floor. Let's actually do a couple here where we're just going to sit bones back. Look at your left hand and then punch up the ceiling. Come up and release. Whew, that feels good.
On the lumbar spine, but we definitely want to be a little more rounded in that middle back. That's where most of us have too much extension. Don't go high by hiking your hip. We're not doing that figure 8 thing we did at the beginning. So this is where it comes in. I'm moving, I'm not moving. I'm moving, I'm not moving. And it's always changing. It's awesome for the brain. That little area, and that's what pulls the thigh bone back. We're not going to let the knee pull the leg back. How much can you pull the leg forward and backward without you collapsing in the hip? You can feel that right here where that crease is, where that drop is in the hip. And you're going to pick it back up. Have quite a bit of range going up here. If the hip is working well and there's no injury, but you want to always find, a supported range of motion.
The squats, because we don't really want to squat for 20 minutes. Maybe some want to squat for 20 minutes. And this is a lot of work in the whole lower part of the body. All right. Start with your hip, right? We're going to roll back a little bit. My head relationship to my ribs has not changed yet. I'm totally stabilizing this shape. It goes out. So you can just do this. But if you want to add on, we're going to lift the hand. We're going to look at the hand. Keep going to the right, rolling back. Look at that right hand. Find your breath. Maybe even hang out here a little bit. Keep pulling that left kidney back. And a longer leg, right? That's cool. The longer the leg, the stronger your hamstrings, the more pulling you have to do in that heel. You're not going to stretch your hip. Keep that knee bent. And the front foot is pointing a little bit over to the left. How much can you hear? Just bend and lengthen the leg. Or it can be a longer, deeper. But the knee and the foot are oriented. If you feel, I got this, you're going to keep your upper body upright. And you're going to go down and up. Watching out for that knee. And then when we come up, we're going to shift a little bit forward. So that right foot, that front foot is what's really going to bring me up. The back foot, you're going to just keep the upper body up and do little pulses. I call them a little bit like a curtsy squat, like it's a little curtsy. I don't know, I've never really curtsied much in my life. Go down with the upper body up, and you come up with a rounded back. So this could be your easy plank. I want to see if I can show this. So we're just going to shift. Find your plank. So pelvis is low, and you're going to just push with your hand across to the same elbow and back. Right knee, left elbow, right knee, right elbow, and back. Now just stay in your plank and shift side to side. But shift, that's it. And then go to the same. What's she doing? She's shifting. I'm shifting. I'm bobbing a little bit side to side to accommodate that. Need our body a lot. We're going to breathe harder. The heart is going to, you feel like it's beating faster. That's what you want. Variability. See you soon. And thanks for joining.